So you can see here, dear friends, we have these extra 390 F1 hybrid tomato seedlings that we transferred already into the permanent pots, and we have other more there. And this area we're going to use this slab to be one of the material that we can use to have this trellis support right here. But I think I'll put the post first before cleaning this out. And we're using these piece of wood in here as our post for our tomato seedlings. Okay, now let's get started.
These woods here were used as trellis support to our string beans bagged in last year, and since we're growing bananas here and they're turning big and we cannot plant any vegetables in here, so we are going to use these woods to build a trellis for our extra 390 tomato plants right there.
Time did not limit us, so we continued the work. By the next morning, despite of the rain, we continue the building of this trellis for our extra F1 hybrid tomatoes. So after we have set up our first trellis here that is intended for our extra 390 F1 hybrid tomatoes, and with the help of my wife, we started removing the weeds as well on the ground and placing all the pots here that has tomato plants in it. And on the side we are also building this another trellis for another variety of tomatoes, which is ready tomato, and it's my first time of growing, so it's a bit exciting for me what could be the possible results. And then we'll be planting more vegetables in here, and there will be another trellis that to be built on the left side, on the farther left side, and for another variety of tomatoes. And we include as well staking our tomatoes because the plants are getting big, ready to bear fruits. Good afternoon, dear friends. We just finished putting or staking our tomatoes, and as you can see on the time lapse, we build these trellis here, and we use anything that is available in a garden. We have this old wood that the previous owner of the house have thrown it in the trash. Now I tried to gather them up. We have an old slab here. We have an old PVC pipe, and we use everything we utilize that is available, that we can help these tomato plants that we have here for a better growing and better produce. And we just finished staking our tomatoes. On my left side, these are extra 390 F1 hybrid tomatoes, and on the right side these are ready tomato. It's my first time of growing this variety, so I'm a bit excited what could be the outcome. And we have this sweet roaster. His name is Melbourne. He's very sweet, and he's the talking roaster in the garden. And I'll walk you through. And we have our maybe RIR little chicks that we bought yesterday. Yeah, more than $1 each, and they have already names, and we will vlog that one next time. And these are egg laying chicks, egg laying hens. Now let's go and check our tomatoes. So here, dear friends, we have these extra 390 F1 tomato plants. And you might be asking me, how is the mixture of our soil here? And this one, it's around 40% aged chicken's manure and another 50% cow's manure and 10% garden soil. And I think in 2 weeks time these tomato seedlings here, tomato plants, will be ready for giving flowers. So I'll be starting providing the fertilizer they need that is rich in potassium. We have 8 pots in here, and on this side we have 10 pots of ready tomatoes. Though in the picture of that seed pack I can see that they are close enough in terms of the texture, but these ready tomatoes produce a lot or better than the F1 hybrid tomatoes. I'm not really sure on the actual result. So we have 2 varieties here, ready tomato and extra 390 F1 hybrid tomatoes, and we just finished staking them, and we use what is available materials in or around the house that we can use. And actually these trellis that we have here can last for several seasons. And my wife just helped me cleaning this area, and we planted pumpkin that side, and there will be more pumpkin here. And our moringa trees, we cannot afford to eat all the leaves, so they are turning yellow now, but I'll be adding more chicken's manure because we planted that one directly on the pots. But some of these I'll transfer to the outside parcel of land that we have rented as well, so that they can maximize their capacity to grow and can produce us a lot of moringa leaves that we will use for tea, soup, and other delicacies. So this is all what we've got this afternoon, dear YouTube friends, and I want to see you all in the next episode. See ya.